Jessii Vee, and in today's video we are doing a continuation of Japanese urban legends. I'm so fascinated by this. As you can see, I'm wearing another Halloween shirt. This one says trick or treat. This actually reminds me of the new merch that I have on the website right now. It is an orange color like this. It is long sleeved and it says peculiar on it with a bunch of other Halloween designs. So if you'd like a similar shirt to the one I'm wearing right now, I have linked it down below. And don't forget guys, if you would like one of the new Halloween mystery boxes, I have linked it down below. They're going so quickly. Thank you guys so much. And before we get started, as usual, I want to let you guys know that we have 29 more days until Halloween. This is the Halloween countdown. This is also available online. Can you tell we have so many Halloween things available right now? Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into today's video. First we have Akamanto. As if public bathrooms weren't already scary enough, there's a Japanese urban legend called Akamanto, or Red Cape, about some weirdo in a mask who hides out in the last stall of women's restrooms and asks his victim a question that is nearly impossible to answer. Apparently, if you get his answer wrong, you die a terrible death, and if you answer the question right, you still get to live. But the people who have walked out of that bathroom after speaking with him are terrified about that experience for the rest of their life. Now, there's actually some history behind who this red-caped person actually was. Red Cape was extremely handsome in real life, attracting the attention of every woman who saw him. He became so fed up with women desiring him only for his look that he began wearing a white mask, a tradition he continued in death. So when you enter the last stall in the women's restroom that he haunts, you'll hear his voice. So yeah, this creeps me out because anything to do with like bathroom ghosts, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. Public bathrooms have always freaked me out for some odd reason. Next we have Gozu. According to the tale, a story called the Gozu, or the cow head, appeared in Japan in the 17th century. It was so horrific that almost all copies of it were destroyed. Those unlucky enough to read or hear it trembled and shook for days before dying of fright. Apparently only fragments of this tale still exist to this day. There's another version of the story that says a school teacher was taking his students on a field trip. Tired of their chaotic behavior on the bus, he decided to try and get their attention by telling them horror stories. Now, he had read part of this cowhead story in the past and decided to repeat that small portion to the children. Now, he only meant to frighten them just a little bit, but while they were hearing it, they began convulsing and begging him to stop. He couldn't pause though. His eyes turned white, but he continued, telling parts of the story he had never heard before, saying unspeakable things, losing all control as the children screamed. Well, he woke up a few hours later. The bus was in a ditch and the driver was slumped over the steering wheel. He was shaking and all of the kids were unconscious. And yeah, there's this warning that if you've ever heard this story that he told or have seen its pages, to never utter it to anybody or something like this will happen. Thankfully, I did not see any of the actual story online and I never intend to read it either. Then we have a story called Purple Mirror. A young girl was given a mirror by her mother. The girl loved the mirror and spent much of her time staring at herself in it. Now, this girl was so desperate to be beautiful that she did everything possible to maintain her beauty. And every time she looked in this mirror, she felt gorgeous. After a few years, the girl wanted to redecorate, so she painted the mirror purple. And after it was painted, she looked into it and was shocked by her appearance. She was dangerously thin, and her hair was limp and stringy. The obsessive beauty standards that she put onto herself had taken this toll over her body. And now the girl could see that she was not maintaining her beauty, she was actually sabotaging it. So the girl threw the mirror on the ground, shattering it. A little while later, she was making the final arrangements for her coming of age party on her 20th birthday when she was in a car accident. And people say that she perished on the scene while whispering, "Purple mirror, purple mirror, purple mirror." And her parents searched for this mirror but never found it. Now, the legend goes that if you do not forget the phrase purple mirror by your 20th birthday, the same thing will happen to you. Now, stuff like that doesn't actually happen in real life. Like I said in my other video, I have read every single story that says something bad's gonna happen to you by this day. I've had every creepy chain mail email sent to me saying, if you do not forward this to 20 people, you will die. I've never forwarded those emails. So stuff Stuff like this doesn't freak me out, it just interests me to read, so don't worry, you are fine. And lastly, we have a story called The Fatal Fare. The story follows an experienced taxi driver going about his route one night. He picks up a man and the man gives him directions, but not giving him an exact place to go. Despite the man's livelihood being made driving around Tokyo, he doesn't recognize the route the man is asking him to go on. And by the time the taxi driver realizes that something is wrong, it is too late. He looks into the back seat and his passenger is gone. And a second later, the taxi is flying off a cliff. It's his final ride. And that's how that story goes. So this story was supposed to be like a warning to all of the taxi drivers in Tokyo, Japan. And yeah, that's pretty scary. So those are all of the Japanese urban legends we're going to be telling you today. If you guys want me to continue this series, give this video a thumbs up and let me know, because there are so many more that I could talk about. You can even suggest some down below in the comments. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, if you would like one of the new Halloween mystery boxes, they are more than half sold out. So if you would like one, I have linked it down below, along with the crystal spider necklace and the Halloween countdown. And we are constantly adding more Halloween stuff to the website, so make sure you're checking all the time to see our new stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!